Hey Sagittarius, it's Goddess Puff, and this is your next 48 hours for June 19th to 20th of 2023. All right, let's get started with the Oracle card message. Sorry, y'all, I get so used to doing this, I forget to announce that I'm pulling Oracle cards because some people are new. So welcome to all the new people. All right, apples for deception, mistrust, rotten. This card has been coming out a lot, for majority of readings today. So I feel like a lot of people are releasing some level of deception or mistrust that they've gone through. I feel like the mistrust is more so within yourself. Because of a deception, you mistrust your own intuition and feelings. But I feel like if we do go back into those times where we were deceived, we realize that we saw red flags beforehand, but because of our negative belief systems or false beliefs that something is wrong with us or that we're judging a situation wrong, we ignore our intuition. But 9 times out of 10, our intuition is usually correct. It's usually correct. And I feel like we end up in these deceptive situations because we ignore it. Because we may not have solid proof, but we could just tell by someone's actions that it's off. But because we ignore those feelings and then we get in a situation with someone that doesn't have our best interests at heart, and we get deceived, we stop trusting ourselves. When in fact, we should actually trust ourselves because we was right. We was right. Nature spirit, 26, sacred playfulness. I feel like you could be getting in touch with your playful side, your inner child, or just being playful and having fun. All Hallows Eve 1, emotion summoning. It doesn't mean that you have to act like a child. It just means that you could be doing things that you used to enjoy as a child, like eating your favorite food or favorite snack, watching your favorite cartoon. A lot of us still do things that we did as a child. Like I still play Animal Crossing, and I used to play that as a kid. Y'all see my setup, Hello Kitty. We still do stuff that we used to like as children. And then this table is based on Powerpuff Girls. You can do simple things like that where you don't feel weird as an adult. Wolf, 44, instinct, freedom. Yeah, you're freeing yourself from this. Yes, now you're trusting your instincts again. I feel like you're wearing them proudly. You feel free again. You're not torturing yourself or getting down on yourself or holding yourself back. You feel free. You feel playful. I feel like this is your sacral chakra energy. With the sacred, it's making me think of, it's going to be kind of different for all of you, but it's the lower chakras. It's the root, sacral, and solar plexus that you're working on. Put it where it goes for you, but I'm seeing more so sacral. Is that where the playfulness is? But yeah, I feel like you're letting go and working through those feelings of deception and mistrust that were left, and you're freeing yourself from it. Yeah, summoning those emotions to the forefront to be released, and then feeling free and playful again. I don't know if you guys can hear, but my little sister is having a sleepover, and she has her friends playing outside, and playfulness comes up, so that's nice. Especially with nature spirit. Let's get into the tarot. And they're playing old school games too. They have the little, I don't know if you played this where you're from, but they have the skip it outside, that that hoop you put around your ankle with the string and ball, and they kick it around and jump. And then my sister has this huge huge string with these, you use it to make a huge bubble, this huge loop and string, and she's putting in this big tub of soap, and she's making bubbles with it. And they have chalk. They're playing old school stuff. All right, High Priestess, Pisces energy. Yeah, your intuition, judgment, reawakening, trusting your intuition, giving yourself a second chance, reawakening your intuition. It's very strong. You can trust your instincts. You can trust yourself. Okay, 6 of Cups, and that's your childhood, your past, a judgment of your past, a reawakening of your childhood playful self as well. 8 of Swords. There could have been some analysis paralysis, over analyzing the past. Now it's time to be free of it. Yeah, you felt like you were replaying it. and replaying it or kept repeating. I feel like sometimes because we have not dealt with an issue or looked at or resolved an issue from our childhood or past, sometimes we are attracted to repeating those energies with other people again and again because we want to change the past. But it's really about us sitting with the situation that happened and addressing it and healing it and acknowledging it so that we don't keep repeating it or being attracted to that. Because we are adults now, we have an understanding of what is good for us and what isn't. Yeah, Four of Cups, seeing something that you did not see in your childhood, realizing something. So maybe you had a dynamic in the past with a parent who always said they were going to go somewhere or do something and they never did. So you end up with people like this, or you carry that trait within yourself, or you're attracted to unavailable people or something like that. And you're connecting that back to your childhood now and realizing that and healing that. And not repeating it anymore, not being attracted to those situations anymore, realizing why you're drawn to them. Because you want to resolve that situation with your parent. So you try to replay it, reenact it to make it happen differently this time. But I feel like you're realizing and accepting that that parent was just the way that they were and that that's not healthy for you. And yeah, it's allowing you to free yourself from it. I hope I'm making sense. It's the acknowledgement, you know, clarifying. It's not enough to just realize that that's why, but acknowledging that it doesn't have to be that way anymore and that you no longer want this. And that can be more than enough for you to break that spell, to break that pattern. Because there was a moment in my life where I was stuck repeating relationships and situations because of X, Y, Z. And it was unknowingly for a while too, until I acknowledged it. And then I realized, like, you don't have to keep repeating these types of situations. You know that, right? You can, like, start to really heal and trust those emotions and your instincts and realize that this person isn't right for you. And that the way your parents treated you wasn't, you know, just having that compassion for that parent, but realizing that you're not repeating that. Clarifying the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. I'm recording.
I'm ready to roll. Can you keep an eye on them? I'm going to get some more bubbles.
Okay.
From five below. They're downstairs.
All right. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, taking your time, being patient with yourself. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's like equal give and take. If you trust your intuition, it'll get back to you. If you begin to listen to your intuition little by little, it'll get back to you. It'll reward you. If you honor those instincts and your intuition, it'll give back to you and protect you and honor you. Because when those emotions come up and you're triggered or you are drawn to someone you know that isn't good for you or situations that aren't good for you, you can stop yourself and pause in those moments and ask yourself why, and acknowledge those moments before you take action. Trust your instincts when they tell you to get the hell out of there. Yeah, be patient with yourself. Be patient with your intuition. It'll give back to you. It'll balance out. Clarifying Judgment is the World. Closing a cycle. Yes. I'm so glad this came up. Yes. You're done with that cycle. It's over. There's also Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus energy. Eight of Pentacles, doing necessary work. This could have affected your career as well, or how hard you work in career, how little or how hard you work. Maybe you overwork, or you don't, or it drains you, or something. It has affected your jobs and careers and how you work. So giving yourself a second chance. You could be resurrecting a job or career, or your work ethic as well, or how you work. But yeah, this awakening with the Judgment, that's like a second chance, a resurrection, a reawakening, is allowing you to permanently close out a cycle. Clarifying the Six of Cups is the Knight of Cups. Yeah, forgiveness of the past, your past self and people from your past. Having compassion for that and releasing it and letting it go. Nine of Wands. And moving forward, the Wounded Warrior card, Perseverance. Clarifying the Eight of Swords is the Ten of Cups. This could be in regards to family and relationship. It played out in all types of your relationships at work, your romantic relationships and partnerships, your friendships. Six of Cups again. Some of you may have children and you're doing this work and making sure that it's not passed down to your children because trauma is inherited. And the High Priestess again. So the High Priestess here twice. Your intuition is definitely having a reawakening. And you're also being able to see things from a higher perspective. Because yes, of course, with your past and your present self, you're able to see things from a higher perspective from your present self. You're able to see your past in a clearer light now. And having more compassion and forgiveness for yourself and others. And it's allowing you to move forward. It may take time for some of you with the Page of Pentacles, or it may have taken some time. But I see you making a significant change here. I feel like it took you some time to start trusting your intuition again. But I feel like you're back. I feel like it's back. This allows you to close the cycle to things that are imbalanced or taking more, or you're giving too much, or, you know, close the cycle on imbalanced connections and situations. And not repeating or replaying with the Eight of Swords past situations anymore in regards to love and family. Or not repeating what your family did or your parents did. Because you decide to have compassion for your parents or your past self. Because you're able to see things from a higher perspective now. You're able to see things in a way that you couldn't before with the Four of Cups. And yeah, then that Knight of Cups. An opportunity of forgiveness and compassion, yep. And that's freed you from the situation. Giving yourself a second chance is allowing, if you have children, they get a second chance to not have this passed down to them. Yeah, I keep getting this card. It's the study of the past could help you recognize and break cycles in your present. Glove, money, status, complacency. Praying mantis with manipulation, fun. There could have been some manipulation in the past of your intuition, and that's why you didn't trust it anymore. Because others were manipulating you, but now you're freeing yourself, and that could be in regards to money as well. Spider, focus, planning, digesting, and now you're able, because manipulation is like manifestation. It could be used in a toxic way, like to manipulate others in a toxic, negative way, or to manifest and manipulate things to go in your favor in a healthy, like compassionate or equal way. There's a balance, equal give and take, and then there's an imbalance. And I feel like you're able to balance things out and manifest money and use it for good and planning instead of manipulation and things like that. So I feel like you could have dealt with someone who used their position in your life or their money or their status to try to manipulate others. But you're focused now and you're planning for the future. And then with digesting, I feel like, yeah, you're able to digest your childhood and your past from a more objective stance, a safer stance now, instead of repeating it. Overall energy is a moon, mystery, surrender, looming change. So surrender to this change because it is here, it is coming. Yeah, your emotions are coming up to the surface and I feel like you should just surrender to them. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I send you peace, blessings, and love. Namaste.